Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Big Screen Show. My name is Victor,
I'm Alex.
It's Wyatt.
and we're back bringing you guys another movie review. This time, I think the consensus in the public is not a positive one, so this one should be a fun conversation. We're reviewing Borderlands. Just came out this past weekend. We all saw it. I think I'm gonna go ahead and go first and give my general thoughts on it, just because I feel I have the least to say and probably the only semi-positive opinion. I'll say I enjoyed my time in the theater as someone who has played the game basically never. I'm clueless to the story, the characters, everything like that. One time a friend downloaded Borderlands 3 and invited me to play with him for like 3 hours. We had one session together, never played the game again. All I remember was just shooting things, zero information was indulged by me. And so, due to that, I can't say I've actually been in the Borderlands world, played the Borderlands games, am a fan of it, all that kind of stuff. So, let's just say I went into it clueless, didn't even watch the trailer, besides that little teaser that they showed way back when. And so, with that, I went into movie theater blind, already knowing that, everybody on social media was talking about how I got a 0 on Rotten Tomatoes, and then it went up to like 3% on Rotten Tomatoes. It was like already very hated by the community as I walk in the theater. So I'm expecting a horrible movie, but I also know nothing about the actual source material, only to find out by the end of the about hour 45 2 hour runtime that I didn't hate it. I just didn't hate it. I would never watch it again, really, because it's like whatever. And there's so many other things I'd rather watch. But I enjoyed the time that I had in the movie theater for what it was. There was times where it was like iffy, of course, because again, it's not a perfect movie. But I still just enjoyed my time. If anything, it's kind of crazy. I walked out of the theater kind of wanting to play the games, because I thought kind of like this whole like vault hunter and finding this secret vault that like everybody's searching for was like kind of a cool concept that I again didn't know was what Borderlands was about and things like this. So that's my take on it, was that I probably wouldn't watch it again. It's definitely not a top-notch quality movie, but I think it's enjoyable for the time that you're watching it. That one time, I don't know. That I'm definitely going to be in the minority there, but that is truly how I experienced this movie. So due to that, my rating will be a 6 out of 10, which is what I always give movies that I have a good one-time watch. So I'm going to pass it to Wyatt.
I'm gonna pass it to Alex.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I'd change it up today, but that's fine.
Nah,
I usually go to Alex.
I'm gonna let Alex go since we have similar thoughts on it, and then I'm just gonna fill in from Alex's opinion, so we're not doubling back on anything. So I'm gonna let Alex go, put his thoughts out there, and then I'll run it.
Go ahead, Alex.
All right. For me, like, I understand, like, for Vic's case, he thought it was a good fine one-time watch that was pretty enjoyable. For me, it was the literally exact opposite. I hated this movie. I'm gonna tell you my rating right now. A 2 out of 10. The movie is like just that bad, and I literally recommend that nobody go see this movie, like, at all. Mostly, like, the main reason is that its main plot thread that's doing it knows what the part of the premise is from like what the game is originally, but then that's just where it ends, because now the movie just basically just goes into like this whole sense of like where like the movie's not even funny. It's like not even like laughably bad. It's like literally just plain bad itself, with its lazy writing. Basically, the characters in it go through these situations where it's just too easy, where it's like there's really no challenge. The action is like there's really nothing very unique or interesting about the action. It's just like just one note and really nothing interesting to take away from it. And basically, its plot thread that it's trying to establish in it is just basically just so predictable that it's just like you're basically just wondering like are they treating us like idiots here? Like, you're just making it like it's just making it like so obvious about what's going to be going on with it that was introduced like literally within the first act and everything. That you can literally just tell how the whole thing's going to go. And again, I really did not feel like any sense of tension, excitement, or like anything in this movie whatsoever. And when I left the theater watching this movie, I was thinking like, oh my god, the video games had to be so much. Have got to be so much better than this. And I've never played the games. I only know like a little bit of information about the game because whenever we're doing like adaptations and stuff, I always like to do like a little bit of research or try to get some information to know like what I'm getting. But let me tell you, this movie is like an utter failure and disappointment of an adaptation. And I'm pretty sure the fans of like the game franchise are very pissed off as well. I am 100% positive on this. But you cannot tell me nothing. Sure. This movie is absolute trash, and this movie was literally dead on arrival after what I found out behind the scenes of everything, which we'll get into later.
Well, let's stop on one of your points. Did y'all feel any excitement during any of the scenes during the movie? Because that's one thing I was thinking about when you said that. I'm like, did I feel any excitement through any of the scenes in the movie? Like, I thought I was gonna feel some excitement with them finally getting to the vault and seeing like the powers that she unlocks, but then it was just such a letdown with the vault. It was such a letdown with the powers that she had. It just like took all my excitement away and turned it into disappointment, to be honest. Is there any points in the movie where y'all felt excitement?
Not once. Not once for me. Again, because the story in Threads was just like really predictable, and the fact that the characters had never had like really any challenges, where everything just was just so easy. Because especially given the fact that, well, we'll talk about this later in spoiler territory, but the journey that they go on is just so predictable and just lazy with its storytelling that there's really no sense of like tension or excitement in what they're doing or anything. Everything's just too simplistic. It's just bad.
Very cookie cutter.
So you gave it a 2.
Yep.
It might be the lowest one since we started this channel. What thoughts, rating, concern, or thoughts, ratings?
I gave it a 3. So 1 over Alex's. I gave it a 3. The movie was just like Alex said. It was a very like easy playthrough for these characters. Everything was easy. The characters were even very bland. The psycho guy, I forgot his name, but
Creed.
like this, Creed. They brought this like psycho killer in the game and made him into like a backseat driver the whole time. He's just there in chill mode the whole time. He's nothing like a psycho. Kevin Hart should not have played in this movie. I'm sorry. I'm not a big Kevin Hart fan. I've never thought Kevin Hart was funny. Yeah, maybe he was funny at the beginning of his career with short jokes, but guess what? Short jokes run out, bud. And he's just not good at acting in action movies or in simply anything that's not like some stand-up comedy. He needs to, he needs to get out of here. Putting him in an action movie where he's supposed to be a serious killer of some sort, bro, come on. His character was awful. 1 out of 10. Shouldn't have been cast for this movie, bro. Stop acting. I'm trying to think the other characters. I mean, the girl was her acting was, I guess, was all right for what she is supposed to be. But then again, I didn't agree with the writing. This movie was just written so bad. The storyline is just basic as could be. Like the story arcs and like, oh, she's the daughter. I knew this shit from the beginning. I knew, like, from the beginning of the movie, I knew she was gonna be the daughter. Like, and that was like their big reveal. This movie was just tough. It was tough.
I honestly didn't see it coming.
I saw it.
It was so easy to see.
mean, not from the dead beginning is my point. Like, yeah, once we got closer and closer, I was like, oh, okay.
Once she told us that was her home planet, I knew.
Well, she said it was her home planet at the beginning of the movie.
When they were trying to get her to go back there, and she was like,
it was like when she landed and doing the voiceover narration.
Yeah.
Well, screw the non-spoiler territory, I guess. We've been just
might be guys. Well, guess what? We should spoil this for y'all. It's not worth seeing. Save your cash.
Oh, God.
That's how bad it is.
Yeah, or it's like for real. Just don't bother going to see it.
Wait for a streaming service. Go watch this pirated on some website. Don't go to the theaters and watch this one.
I would say that. Yeah, I would agree.
Unless you got AMC stubs, unless you AMC A-list.
Then it's not really costing you anything.
Yeah, shout out to AMC.
Except your time. It'll cost you your time.
Yeah, true that.
So 2, 3, and 6. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. What a dynamic we have going on here. Well, we're gonna move forward, I guess. I would say we're heading into spoiler territory. We might have spoiled some things along the way. People are very emotional right now with just how bad this movie is for some people. So we apologize if you're one of those few viewers that actually watch our stuff for non-spoiler side of things. But like they said, I guess it's not really that big of a deal for this one, unless you were like really, really excited. Sorry to bring it to you. Anyways, we'll try to not do that again. That is kind of, I'm sorry. But nonetheless, we are moving forward into a full extent of the spoiler territory conversation. I will say, though, before moving forward, this is a Kevin Hart fan YouTube channel. Let's not get that confused.
Bruh.
Big fans of Kevin Hart. No Kevin Hart slander.
Kevin Hart haters. Let me see you in the comments. Where y'all
You're
at?
alone.
Jesus.
You're alone.
And don't get him started. Right. Don't get him started. Right. Don't get him started.
No, I'm not saying in the world. In this conversation, you're alone.
Okay.
No, there's definitely, yeah, I mean, I know about him. But Kevin Hart fans here, big fans. I'm not defending necessarily his role in this movie per se. I'm just saying
okay.
To say he's a bad actor and only has it's incorrect. I don't.
He was miscast. He was miscast in the movie, though. I will say he was miscast.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's, like I said, I was just speaking more on the career and his talents rather than the specific project. Now, just wanted to put that out there because we love you, K Hart. All right. Anyways, spoiler territory. Sure, he was miscasted, but I do want to talk about Cate Blanchett. I really liked her entrance. I really liked her character. The entrance was so badass. Like, I didn't know this character at all, right? Remember, put yourself, I guess I would say put yourself in my shoes, but y'all were in the same shoes because y'all didn't play the game and know nothing about this. So, like, I'm sitting there and she walks in all badass and she just has this bounty and, like, she's just killing dudes on sight. Like, don't F with me. Like, I don't know, bro. I thought it was a badass entrance. Like, I really liked her character. She got kind of weak as the movie went on, but the entrance was fire. I really hope y'all don't.
One of the only pieces I liked was that entrance where she killed the guy off rip.
Yeah, she was playing like no games. I was like, oh,
yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, like, that was
one piece
good.
I did like, and I had high hopes for her character. She played Galadriel. Sorry, guys, in Lord of the Rings. And so I had really high hopes for her character in this film. Just to be let down.
I don't blame the actors.
I don't blame her acting. I really more blame the storyline. I guess she played the character that they wanted her to play.
That was written, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm really not harping on her acting. I really hope she gets in another movie and gets a better storyline. Gets a better storyline.
She'll get another one.
She'll be fine. Yeah, she'll be fine.
Yeah, she'll be fine. She a legend, bro.
But I did like the first scene.
Yeah, that entrance. Yeah. I thought it was like, so off rip, that is my introduction to Lilith. as a human being. Like, I don't know her in video game, I don't know her in movie. So that was my introduction. And off rip, I'm thinking, oh, like, wait, she's kind of hard. Like, she ain't playing no games. I really, really enjoyed that part. And some of the technology in this game was kind of cool too. Like when they put the thing on and it's like a FaceTime, but with like the other person's face. Like, I don't know, like, you know, me as a
dope.
tech fan, I was like, that's kind of cool. Wait, we gotta shout out. Oh, what's his name? What is it? Junk something. Jack Black, the robot. What's it called?
Claptrap.
Claptrap. Come on, you can't. Come on, guys. He was funny.
I did not find him funny at all.
Oh, dude, the consensus of the public, even that people hate this movie, say he carried.
He did carry. He did carry the movie.
He did carry, which is fine. I'll accept that. But like, he was good. Come on.
Some of the stuff was whack. Some of the stuff he did took me out of it, but some of the stuff made me laugh. So it was like, we can meet in the middle with Claptrap.
Yeah, I'm not saying. Yeah, again, middle of the road film, but I'm just saying. I think he carried. I think it was enjoyable. I don't know.
Not for me. I found him like super annoying, and honestly, he really didn't do that much, basically, except for a few things. He's pretty much just there. He's pretty much just there.
His purpose in the game, does anybody know?
I don't know. I know in the character in the game essentially just basically is meant to be. I think is like annoying tech support sidekick. So I guess he did the job well. But so he did the job.
Yeah, they should have put Kevin. They should put Kevin Hart in his role. Annoying sidekick.
Yeah. Then I would have laughed. I would have laughed then. I would have laughed then.
Man,
but Claptrap.
Don't have to slow down on the K Hart slander, dog. Hey, boy, that's my dog, man. God.
But me personally, I just hated Jack Black's character. He was very annoying to me, and not in like a very like fun way. Just more like I honestly wish he had been destroyed and shut down type way.
He can't die. Is that not cool?
I would have laughed better if he had died.
And also, when he was the distraction in the like den of psychos or whatever, I thought what he was like saying to them was pretty funny. Dude, I don't know. I found him annoyingly funny. Like, yes, he's annoying, but like it just some of the lines at certain times just kind of made me giggle a little bit. I'm not sitting there laughing so hard my stomach hurts or anything, but it gets the giggle out of me. So I was like, oh, he's kind of
honestly, I blame the writing.
This guy,
if the writing had been a bit more sharper and kind of felt more consistent for what it was originally meant to be, without zero interference, then it probably would have been a lot better for me. But since like again, everything was like so easy in the writing and stuff, and like the characters again are pretty one note and are just made here and there, it just doesn't give me anything.
Straightforward. Think if the movie would have been straightforward, like hardcore R action film, and then Claptrap was there for that comedic relief, it would have hit a lot more.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Sure. Which they went with like kind of like an action comedy here in full. Like there's just like blocked together action comedy, when I feel like Borderlands, with the type of game that it was, needed to be an R-rated film. It needed to be straightforward. Like Kevin Hart should not have played him. Like I don't even know if whatever her name is should have even played that character. And man, they should have changed up what's his name, the guy that made this daughter and was trying to clone her. They should have changed his character up a little bit too, and made it like more action, a little more realistic to Borderlands. Put more guns into the game, put more gadgets in the game. Fan service. That's the people who's gonna see this movie. Fan service. Oh, let's throw a little more fan service in here, and then have Claptrap for the comedic relief, and then it might be a good movie. But no fan service in this movie at all. Like, who would like this? What fans are going to like this if you don't service the fans that play this game?
Yeah, but again, I'm pretty sure the director Eli Roth, I'm pretty sure that was literally meant to be his intention for this movie to be like R-rated with like a lot of great violence and probably more dynamic gunplay. Because again, he originally had written the script for Borderlands back in 2022, but due to like Lionsgate Studios production company and stuff like that, they decided to want to change the whole thing to make it PG-13 to make it appeal to like all ages and everything. Because like they then decide to just like rewrite and reshoot most of the script with heavy editing to put some things out. So, and this was actually during the time when Eli Roth was making his 2023 movie Thanksgiving. So one of the producers, Tim Miller, was the one that was put in charge of like reshoots and rewrites for like the scenes for this whole movie and everything. So again, this finished product isn't really Eli Roth's vision, and it's kind of a shame, especially since they put his name like right in as the director when really it's really Tim Miller's type of thing at this point now.
And I want to say that that's actually kind of crazy because when I first, let's see, I can't recall specifically if it was right before I went to see the movie or right after I got done seeing the movie, but at one of those two times, I went back to this post of IGN posted on Instagram that it debuted with 0% on Rotten Tomatoes or whatever. And I think I went to the comment section and the public consensus at that time, at least I'll say a lot of the comments, like a really like a good bit of the comments that I read were just like, I knew Eli Roth wouldn't be able to do this. I knew from the jump that since they announced that Eli Roth was gonna F this up, like Eli Roth this, Eli Roth that. So it's actually crazy that you tell me that because I think he's unfairly getting the short end of the stick.
Yeah,
so that's unfortunate for him.
With having his name on there and them changing his story up and changing his writing up, it's a little unfair to him. And hopefully, I don't know if he's come out and explained his side of the story, or maybe he's just letting it ride because he gets paid off the film anyways and the numbers that it does. Sticky situation. I don't know enough about it to speak on it like that, but
well, Thanksgiving was solid, so he worked on a good project over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Thanksgiving wasn't that bad. I watch it I watch it on a yearly basis every Thanksgiving. I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, what I was gonna say really quick because we moved past the clap track point, but I did want to tell y'all, which even to me, I was so weirded out by it. Right, so I'm in the movie theater and I got Daniel, our friend, next to me on my left, and then the guy next to him on his left. From the moment Claptrap appears and starts talking to the end of this movie, this guy's laughing at every single line. I'm not exaggerating. No, I'm not every single every single line.
What?
This is not an exaggeration. Like I could be exaggerating. It's like, oh, he laughed a lot. No, every single line, like straight up. It was insane. Like every now and then our giggles would coincide because I also found it a little, because I was just talking about how sometimes I giggle, but I'm talking about every single line. I was like, brother, you must be having the time of your life over there. I mean, that guy sounded like he was having the time of his life watching this movie. I just want to say that. Really, really weird. Also, by the time the movie ended, I got up and looked at dude. I'd say a dude probably in his 40s with white hair.
Funny, man. That's so funny, dog.
And he's dying laughing. I was like, man, okay. So I just wanted to put that out there. I thought dude was having the time of his life watching this movie.
That is hilarious. That is funny, bro.
Yeah, he's a Jack Black fan.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, dude. Or like a diehard, like Daniel and I, again, since we didn't know anything, we were like, maybe that's a diehard Borderlands fan and he really enjoyed it or something. But I was like, dude, there's no way. Anyways, okay. I did want to touch on this plot and actuality, like the actual plot. You were talking about it earlier, Wyatt, the vault itself.
Yeah.
The question I propose to the conversation is, are we having problems, as in, do we consider it a flaw of this film for the loot to have been this like Phoenix X-Men like power.
Honestly, yeah, because how it goes is like the original Borderlands game. For what I know, that only thing that was meant to be like in the vault was that huge tentacle monster that killed like the Atlas character, who's like the antagonist of the film. Because again, that was like the like thing that was like the final boss in the Borderlands game. And again, in the game, Lilith is basically just a very skilled vault hunter who has the ability of like teleportation and stuff like that. So this whole like Phoenix Force thing that they put in this movie was just something that was put for this movie alone, which honestly wasn't even that good. I mean, which honestly wasn't even that good. It was lame.
Yeah, it was lame.
Man, I think because it also constitutes the fact that the whole twist is that Lilith is like the true daughter of the wherever she's from. I forget the name at the moment.
Daughter of a race, something.
Iridia.
Yeah. Arias. It was such a predictable plot thread so the fact that Ariana Greenblatt's character Tina and stuff like that. And again, she was made to be like a clone for like the whole with the whole blood of Iridia thing. But like again, due to the fact that Lilith's backstory is pretty evident to the fact that she was meant to be that, I really didn't feel anything because again, you could see the plot coming like a mile away. So I'm just waiting to like, okay, can we just get to this already? We already know where it's headed. So I just didn't really feel much of anything since I already knew how everything was going to go. And again, there really wasn't that much anything interesting going on throughout the film because again, the stuff that they're going through, like when they're getting like chased by this Crimson Lion army and stuff like that, basically just shooting their way out and stuff like that, it was basically all too easy because again, there was like no challenge. No one seriously even got any injuries, really, technically, any injuries, really. They were all fine throughout the get-go because he was able to handle the problems, like, really easily. Because, like, even when Kevin Hart's character Roland was, like, in this tunnel facing all these psychos and stuff like that, you think he's going to shoot his way out. But then, they cut away, and then it cuts back to him where he's just, like, fine, and then he does, like, a little one-liner. It's like, I knew it was fine. Like I did not feel like a single shred of tension or anxiety, thinking that they're not going to make it out. Because again,
I knew he wasn't dead. I knew Kevin Hart wasn't dead when he died. I knew. Yeah, he just pops up. Hey guys, I made it out okay. All the psychos are my friends now. No, I'm just playing.
No, they were all just dead. He killed all of them. But now, I think also goes to the fact that the action in this movie is boring. There's nothing unique or dynamic about it. Because again, unlike where it's in the game, there is really no variety of any cool or interesting weapons in the movie. Even though that's like the huge draw for like the Borderlands games, besides a much better story, which is like the unique guns, customizations, and things like that you could be doing. And again, in a game, the vault is full of, like all these cool weapons, like the most powerful weapons stuff that you couldn't even imagine. But in this movie, it's basically like Phoenix Force power, and then that one little Easter egg with like the little tentacle monster or whatever, and then boom, we out.
All right. I thought it was cool. Just because, again, unexpected. I don't know anything about this movie. So when I saw that, I was like, whoa, is that what's in this game? I mean, come to find out, that's not what's in this game. But I thought that'd be really cool if that's what was in that game, because then it's like after you get to the vault, you're like, you beat the game and you're like, you have this power. So then if you want to keep playing the game, you just run around killing things very easily because you got there. I don't know. That's how I saw it. But it also doesn't make a lot of sense because it's a gun-based game, not a shoot like fly around based game. So like I understood that the possibility of that actually being inaccurate to the source material was a high probability off rip from seeing that. But I just chose to just like live in this world that they built for that hour and some change, and for that purpose of it all, I enjoyed my time, like I said. But again, it still did make me want to play the game, and I probably will. So maybe once I get to the end and find the vault and see like what's in there and see how cool that is or whatever, and have my comparison, I can form a different type of opinion, if that makes any sense at all. But honestly, that was about the last question I really had. Personally, if anybody else has another question, we can talk into that. But that covers everything I had in my mind going into this. really.
I don't really have anything else to really like hone in and harp on.
Oh, y'all
Alex,
been going hard.
yeah, Alex, you got anything?
I know. I think. I think I got it out of my system. I think I made my stance pretty clear.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't go see this movie, guys.
Don't
This has
see it.
been a review and reaction from three guys who have not beat the game. We've all just dabbled in the game. None of us had beat it. None of us knew the storyline going into this movie. So this is a review from non-Borderlands players, such as a lot of people who are out there and a lot of people who saw this movie. Um, yeah. So I think
Yeah.
that's us signing off, guys.
Yep. So I guess consensus around the big screen show would be I'm gonna say 1 thumbs down, not 2 thumbs down, because I'm on the semi-positive side of this. So 1.5 thumbs down. Definitely don't waste your money on it. But I personally would say stream it at home when it gets there. Personally. Anyways, yeah, okay. Not the best. So that's gonna do it for us though. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like videos like this, please make sure to subscribe. It really does help us out to join us on this journey. And if you like this specific video, please make sure to let us know by hitting that thumbs up button down there because again, it really does help us out. But with that being said, this was our Borderlands review. We are the Big Screen Show, and we'll see you guys very soon. Peace out.